took such a violent battering from the storm that the next day they began to throw the cargo overboard. It became worse. After they did not listen to Paul, it became worse. They had to take their things and throw them down. Remember in the story of Jonah, when Jonah was on the boat, they started throwing things, useless things down. On the third day, they threw the ship's tackle overboard with their own hands. When neither sun nor stars, listen, neither sun nor stars appeared for many days, and the storm continued raging, we finally gave up. This is not Paul talking, it's Luke talking, it's Dr. Luke talking, giving us the story. He says we lost hope. He says we lost all hope. I'm telling you today, I'm giving you a message. I'm saying to you, do not lose hope. Even if today you know someone in your family who is not well, who is sick, do not lose hope in that boat, because God wants you to be in that boat. You may think like the people who are in the boat, thinking that they are arrested in the boat. You are not arrested in the boat. God wants to reveal things that no one, but it has never been revealed to anyone. God wants to reveal things that are hidden in your life. God wants to reveal things unknown to people. God wants to reveal things today. God wants to reveal things. Luke says we lost hope. He says it is raging storm. It's a raging storm. We have finally given up of our life. And I'm saying to you today, when we go to the peak, there will be a lot of casualties in this country. Some people may lose their lives. Some people may go in an uncontrolled way. But I am saying, stand up and don't lose hope. Don't give up. For the sake of your family, for the sake of those who are close to you, I'm saying do not give up. Even when you go to work and see and you are told, you get a report every morning, every hour, that those that you know have fallen to this disease, to this sickness, stand up and say, my God is alive. Stand up and say, I do not lose hope. Stand up and say, I do not lose hope. Even when they tell you that it's no longer safe, even to greet someone, even to touch someone, even to be closer to some other people that you know them, that are very close to you. Or maybe your child is sick, is quarantined, or your husband is sick, is quarantined, or your brother or your sister is sick, is quarantined. Stand up and say, I do not lose hope. I do not give my life to this thing. Stand up and release the power of God and release the fire of God. And say it is raging, yes. He said, no, I will stand up. Luke says, no. We have given up. He says, we have given up. And I can imagine if I was Paul in that boat, I'll be at the corner with my with handcuffs and say, I hate to say I told you, because my God is alive. My Redeemer is alive. But after they've gone a long time without food, Paul stood up before them and said, men, you should have taken my advice. I hate to say I told you. You should have taken my advice not to sail from Crete. Crete is in Greece. So they left the Mediterranean Sea. They are now in Greece. And they are yet to get to Rome. If you know the map, you'll understand the distance. They are in the middle of nowhere. But now I urge you to keep up your courage. Listen, this is what Paul is telling you. I am urging you today. Take these words to heart. Keep your courage. Take courage. But now I urge you to keep up your courage, because no one of you will be lost. Only the sheep will be destroyed. Listen, last night, because they were there for many days. They were there for many days. The angel of the God I serve stood beside me. I am saying to you, the angel, the God we serve will stand beside you today. The angel that we serve, from the God we serve, will stand beside you like he stood beside Apostle Paul and said, do not be afraid, Paul. You must stand trial before Caesar. He says, Paul, I'm not saving you from persecution. You will go and stand trial in Rome. This is where your destiny is. But you're not going to die on the boat. You are not going to die in the rough seas. Do not be afraid, Paul. You must stand trial before Caesar. And God has graciously given you the lives of all who will sail with you. Everyone who is in the boat, God has given you the lives. I am saying you, if you are in this boat, you shall not die. You shall not perish. This thing will not consume you. So the Bible says. And God has graciously given you the lives of all who sails with you. And listen to number 27. On the 14th night, we are still being driven across the Adriatic Sea. When about midnight, the sailor sensed they were approaching the land. Number 29. You know, from this point, when Apostle Paul, the word went to Apostle Paul, you know who became the leader of the ship? No longer Mr. Julius, but Apostle Paul. There is always, listen to this message, there is always a time to go to God. When all has failed, when physicians have failed, when science has failed, there is always, let us try God. Even those who think they are educated, they bow to Apostle Paul. Because it's only man who speaks with God, who speaks with the sea, who can speak with the God who created the sea, who can speak with the wind, who can speak with the raging storms. Spirit of the living God, we thank you. I am saying, South Africa, let's go back to God before the peak. I am saying before it reaches the peak. I am saying before it reaches the peak, let us go back to God. The angel of the Lord which stood beside Apostle Paul, stood beside us today. He says, be courageous. He says, be courageous. He says, take courage. Listen to number 21, fearing that we will be dashed against the rocks. Because now the sea was taken to the shores. The boat was taken to the shores. Fearing that we will be dashed against the rocks, they dropped 4 anchors from the stern and prayed for daylight. Even the captain of the ship, Mr. Julius, was now praying. They prayed for daylight because they know there is God. We cannot afford to neglect God on seeing things like this. This is a call of nature. This is a discipline from above. This is God correcting a man. It's God saying you are going to be humbled. This is a God saying to you, you are not going to do things as the way you do. This is God saying to you, go back to the true gospel. This is God saying to you, go back to the Redeemer. This is God saying to you, go back to the Creator. This is God saying to you, you wasted your time with going to work. Your work shall stop. Go back to me. Until you come back to me, things are not going to go forth. This is God saying, I'm going to humble you with your little knowledge. This is God saying to you, I'm the owner of technology. This is God saying, I'm the owner of 4th industrial revolution. This is God saying to you, go back to square one. Listen, Number 30, in an attempt to escape from this ship, the sailors let the lifeboat down into the sea, pretending they were going to lower some anchors from the boat. Then Paul said to the centurions, listen to the leader. Then Paul said to the centurion and the soldiers, unless this man stay with the ship, you cannot be saved. Don't tell us this and tell us that. We are hearing from God now. We are hearing from God now. Until this man, don't say people must leave the boat. God want them in the boat. You cannot run to Zimbabwe, they have it. You cannot run to Lesotho, they have it. You cannot run to America, they have it. Remain in the boat. Listen, remain in the boat. Don't give yourself to face this thing head on. Remain in the boat. They wanted the captain wanted people to leave. He said, no, let them remain in the boat. But Paul, it is raging, the wind, the storm is too much. This thing does not make sense now. Then Paul said to the centurion and the soldiers, unless this man stay with the ship, you cannot be saved. Number 32, so the soldiers cut the ropes that held the lifeboat and let it drift away. Instead of listening to Julius, they are listening to Paul. We must go back and listen to the voice of God. I am saying we must go back and listen to the voice of God. Apostle Paul is a prisoner. He's not a captain. He's not appointed to run the ship. He is taken to Rome to be killed, to be tried. But now, even the captain is listening to him. Number 33, just before dawn, Paul urged them all to eat. Listen, Paul says, now it is time to eat, guys. You must eat. When Paul says so, we do it. Not the captain appointed by this world. And they ate. Because you have not had much food for a long time. When daylight came, they did not recognize the land. But they saw a bay with a sandy beach where they decided to run the ship around if they could. Now they saw the sand. They ran day and night without seeing the sun.